Whether the skies were clear or a storm was brewing, she always carried an air of profound peace. People often sought her out, eager to unburden their worries or seek her counsel. She was a woman of few words, yet those she spoke never failed to offer solace. One afternoon, a young woman came to visit. Her eyes were weary, bearing the heavy traces of recent tears. Sinking down beside the elder, she asked in a hushed voice, "Grandmother, how is it that you are always happy? No matter what life throws at you, you never seem to falter. Do you never feel the weight of things going wrong?" The old woman offered a gentle smile as she poured a cup of warm tea. "My dear," she replied, "happiness is not a reflection of what happens around us. It is a reflection of what we carry within." The young woman's brow furrowed. "I don't understand," she admitted. "When life is unkind, how can anyone remain happy?" The elder glanced at the small oil lamp flickering beside her, its flame dancing softly in the breeze. "Let me share something with you," she said quietly. "In my youth, I had a husband and children. We were poor, but our lives were rich with laughter and love. Our home was small, but it was vast in its warmth." She paused, her eyes softening with the weight of memory. "One day, my husband fell ill. We did everything we could, but we lacked the means for proper care. As the days passed, he slipped further away. When he finally left this world, I felt as though my heart had shattered. I wept for nights on end, convinced that the light had vanished from my life forever." The young woman listened intently, her heart aching for the story. Eventually, the old woman continued, "I realized that my tears would not bring him back. My children still needed me. They needed my strength, my love. So I dried my eyes and chose to live again. Slowly, I came to understand that life is a tapestry of bright and dark days. We cannot still the storms, but we can choose how we weather them." She reached out, her fingers grazing the little lamp. "Every morning, I light this flame. I tell myself, this is a new day. I will find one reason to smile. Some days, the reason is minuscule, the way the sunlight hits the window, the song of a bird, or a neighbor's kind greeting. But if you look, there is always something. But what if something truly terrible happens again?" The young woman asked, "How can you stay happy then?" The old woman nodded slowly. "It isn't easy. When pain arrives, we must feel it. That is only human. But I remind myself that nothing is permanent. Just as the good times pass, so do the bad. When I am hurting, I count what remains. My health, my friends, my memories, the very breath in my lungs. Happiness, my dear, is a choice. We can fixate on the shadows, or we can turn toward the light and be grateful." The young woman watched the flame. It flickered against the wind, but refused to go out, looking at the grandmother's serene face. She finally smiled. "Thank you," she whispered. "I think I finally see." That night, upon returning home, the young woman found a small oil lamp of her own. She lit it carefully and whispered those same words. "This is a new day. I will find one reason to smile." At first, the reasons were simple. The cool morning air, the distant sound of children playing, the scent of fresh bread. But soon, a shift began to take root in her soul. Even when life felt burdensome, she leaned on the old woman's wisdom. As time passed, she noticed that the light within her remained steady. Before long, the villagers noticed the change in her. They began to ask her how she remained so peaceful. She would smile, echoing the grace of the woman who taught her, and say, "Happiness does not come from the world around us. It begins within the heart." And so, a quiet flame of peace spread through the village, all because one woman kept her lamp burning and her heart full.